What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of the CubCast, our now regularly running news series where we take a look at different stories that are bubbling across international sounds and genres. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a very exciting announcement. But before that, I want to send a massive thank you to each and every one of you supporting the channel. The growth is absolutely crazy. The fact we're still generating as many subs as we are on a regular basis is absolutely crazy to me. We are now hurtling towards 37,000 subscribers. I can't even believe I'm saying that. So big up each and every one of you. We're going to try and hit, probably try and hit 40k within the next sort of 2 months, which would be absolutely crazy if we can do so. If you aren't already, please make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Now, we're going to get into a very exciting album-based announcement today as we look at the latest project on the way from OMAH. He has announced the following in a Instagram post. He said, "My pain, my joy, and my sweat, my tears, thank you for being patient with me whilst A Boy Alone lands on July the 15th. Crazy. What we're going to do first of all is have a little look at the Instagram teaser, and then we're going to get into a bit of a discussion about the project. He did basically put a video up on his Instagram, which we're going to bring up on screen for you now, which I'm very excited to get into. I'm just very excited to see how this, I haven't actually looked at the post yet, I only saw it was announced yesterday, so I'm excited to see what he's actually done for the announcement post. I have seen the cover, but I haven't seen the actual post itself. So let's see what this one looks like, and then we're going to get into breaking it down and, of course, giving our thoughts on what we think the album could include. Oh, so it's the same colour scheme as the actual album. That's cool, man.
Only the leaf it recognize. Only the sheep.
Something about OMAH's vocals, man. Do you reckon, yeah? Because obviously this is kind of taken from the same image that we see on the front cover. Do you reckon they actually took the front cover the same day they took this video? Do you reckon the front cover is actually a cut from this video? That'd be really cool if they've actually done it all on the same day. I don't think they will have done. I think it's likely been recreated. And the album cover would have been in there from a long time ago. But yeah, let's see where we end up.
How you go look at me for eyes and me no they try. All of the way from Port Harcourt to Waterside.
They haven't completely recreated it. But fair enough. There we go. Out July the 15th. There we go. Look how cool it looks, man. I'm so excited for this as a project. Big up OMAH each and every time. Right, let's get into a bit of discussion then. Obviously, OMAH is a formidable artist, one of the most popular out there right now, with a very kind of viral factor about the way he builds and creates his tunes. Always kind of something a little bit different, a little bit outside the box. Again, as you just heard across that introduction, we didn't even need any rhythm section, any drums, any percussion. All we needed is his vocal to get that fabulous vibe that we always hear on an OMAH tune. Now, despite the anticipation for this album, over the years, he has released not that much in comparison to a lot of other artists who are maybe on their second or third studio album from this run, and I think that might be why he's saying, thank you for being patient with me while Boy Alone has been in the works. So there we go. I'm very excited for the project. I actually love the artwork on this. I love the kind of concept of it. If it's the purple background, or lilac, I think is the colour. I don't know my colours inside out. But I think this is a very kind of good look at what OMAH's been kind of looking with. You know, I think this cover really represents the idea of being someone alone. There's people watching, but you are essentially on your own. You're in your own lane. You're doing your own thing. And it looks really, really cool, man. I just love the colour scheme on it. I love the way it's all been laid out. And I love the fact on the actual video that we get to see this sort of mass zoom out going on to kind of recreate it. But interestingly enough, there are a lot of things to kind of break down about this post, about this album. First of all, obviously, it's been a long time since OMAH last released a project. I think the last thing we saw was in 2020. It was an EP. I think there's 6 tracks on there. Again, it's been quite a while since we've actually seen anything like full from him. The most recent release, obviously, Attention and Woman have been kind of reworked into an EP on Spotify, featuring a Disclosure remix as well, by the way, which does absolutely slap. But yeah, this is the first project we've seen since back in 2020. Obviously, that featured Godly, one of the big breakout tunes for him. Confession, Damn, obviously, on there as well. My Baby, like some big tunes on there. And he has been featuring on a lot of music since then. For instance, 2021, he had a very, very busy year. I've got all the stuff up in front of me, in case you're wondering why I'm looking at my screen. But we saw, obviously, a lot of material. He appeared on Pronto with Ajibo Hustlers, which we did review on this channel as part of the Requested series. You can check out our thoughts on that one. Obviously, the remix of Forever, which was really, really cool to hear. And then an official remix of Justin Bieber's Peaches as well, alongside Alpha P. So that kind of international link has been there for a while. And then, of course, he rounded off the year with the sounds of Understand and Free My Mind as well. really, really cool kind of run of releases, but we're yet to see like a major scale project. I don't think you can class 6 tracks as an EP as a major scale project. It's what you do when you're starting out, which is fine, but we've seen him do this twice. We haven't seen that full kind of album project land, which makes me very, very excited for this. It's interesting kind of looking back over the discography of the last few years as well and kind of going, what tracks from here are going to be included on at the track listing? I can't help but feel realistically that Attention is going to be on there. I wouldn't be surprised if Understand and Free My Mind are both on there as well. And obviously the most recent release, Woman, is also in that sort of circle as well. There are 4 tracks that could potentially be on there. I doubt anything older than that will make it onto this track listing. And to be honest with you, I would quite like it to be all entirely new tracks. I love it when artists do just drop something entirely new, nothing previously heard. I have such an enjoyment about looking for an album where I don't know anything that's going to happen. And I know you guys out there tend to have this kind of feeling as well. I get it kind of nullifies a tune a bit on an album if it's come out like 6 months before. I don't know why, maybe that's just me, but that's how I feel about it in that sort of scenario. So which ones do I think will be included? I think realistically, Attention will be on there, and I think Woman will be on there. I don't think Understand will be on there, and I don't think Free My Mind will be on there. If they are, fair play, they are bangers, but I would love it to be so much more kind of fresh material all from this year. Alongside this, a couple other things to dive into, obviously collabs that we'd like to see. OMAH treads the line so nicely between sort of R&B and a number of other sort of genres surrounding kind of Afrobeats as an overall sound. He has this very unique kind of avenue, this unique lane that he pretty much dominates in, which is so cool to see. Very, very softened instrumentals, very kind of natural sounding drums a lot of the time, and it gives way for a lot of interesting collaborations. Personally, I love to see a link up with either Thames or Fave. I think that sort of back and forth vocally would sound amazing. And alongside that as well, I'd really like to see something a little bit outside the box, maybe like a Party Next Door, someone along those kind of lines, maybe like a Russ from the US or someone like that. You get the sort of vibe I'm talking about, something even like a Don Toliver or someone like that, something a little bit more kind of outside the box, a little bit more kind of electronic in the vocal side, but very much kind of carrying that R&B kind of feel. I would love to see where they can go with something like that. Even you know what, even bringing someone like Mario out of retirement, Let Me Love You Mario, I'd love something like that, just very outside the box. It'd be really cool to see, and I'd love to see how he would operate in that kind of sphere, where the idea is very much focused on R&B as a kind of overall concept. I'd love to see that. Maybe even like a Mahalia from the UK. That'd be a cool one to be able to see. And yeah, there are loads of possibilities for this, and more than anything else about this, I'm keen to hear your thoughts, because I'm sure you guys are going to have some fantastic suggestions for collaborations that would make a lot of sense. So do let me know in the comments down below who you would like to see appear on this album, and obviously what tracks we think are going to be on there. I know very little about the actual track listing. I don't know if that's actually been announced yet, but I am very excited to see what's going on with that. We also see as well, as far as I'm aware, that he has announced a world tour alongside this. We see some interesting events going on, 3 of which are blurred out. I don't know whether that's because they're already sold out or not, but we see he's doing the world tour North America, traveling around a lot of different places. Obviously Silver Spring, Atlanta, New York, Boston, Las Vegas, Toronto, Chicago, Minneapolis, I can't even read what that says. Winnipeg. I don't actually know where Winnipeg is. Edmonton. Maybe that I just can't read. Calgary, Vancouver, Seattle, Sacramento, Los Angeles, and Austin. So the guy is getting about. He is moving around a lot of different places, and it's really cool to see all of these things coming together. I'll move that slightly to the side so you can see the actual dates if you are looking to book one, for instance. There we go, September. If you are based in the US, you can take a look there. But really interesting stuff, man. I'm excited to see what OMAH is going to do with this album more than anything else. Obviously, I'm a big OMAH fan. We cover everything he does here on the channel. And I'm excited to see who gets involved on a production angle as well, whether we see maybe a Rexy tune on there. We know he's worked with Alpha P numerous times. That would be a really cool direction to go in. Maybe something a little bit outside the box, again, like a J5 or someone in a more sort of dance realm spectrum. That could be a cool thing to see. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're most excited about for this album as well. Let's get some discussion going in the comments. I do read every single comment that goes on the page. And of course, friends, if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, of course, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.